G'day, it's Jamie, and welcome to Where's My Yowie. Today, I'm reading an old newspaper article about a Bunyip story at Burrawang in 1901, so we'll get into it. This was published in Bowrell's The Southern Mail on Tuesday, the 27th of August, 1901, titled Reminiscences of Wingy Caribbean. Yesterday afternoon, Mr. Roy Gildick noticed a dark, corpulent-looking object looming up amongst the reeds in Wingy Swamp. Thinking it was the long-talked-of and much-dreaded Bunyip, Roy ran home to his tolo tree and seized his old, rusty muzzleloader, charged for the last 6 months with fully 10 fingers of blasting powder and lead cut to a 1/4-inch gauge. He was soon back at the scene, and taking sternly aim, blazed away at the mysterious-looking object. The report was like unto that of a Kosciuszko thunderclap, and poor Roy and his ancient shooting iron parted company, lying many rods apart, and about equally inanimate. The men of the surveyor's camp half a mile away, thinking an earthquake had occurred, rushed wildly to the locality, and after placing the unconscious Roy, whose right shoulder was found to be dislocated, upon a sheet of messmate bark by the way of an ambulance stretcher, and collecting the fragments of his firearm, they carried him to the camp and administered half a pint of Old Dory's 14010 OP liver burner, which soon made his hair stand on end. In a little while, he managed to rise up to his knees and point towards the swamp, muttering something that sounded like bun, bun, yup, 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 with an unspeakably horrid look, and then motioning some of the surveyor's imps to go to the place and make further investigations. Each armed with a steel-shod alighting pole, 2 of the men sallied forth to see what they could see, and on reaching the scene of poor Roy's discomfiture, Jim the cook, who had remarkably a keen sense of smell, said he sniffed something unusually strong, and, following up the scent, soon reached the object that had caused all the trouble. It was a big cask, which had apparently, not long before, been full of rum, but which was now barely half full, the liquor having escaped through sundry large slug holes between wind and water, the result of Roy's bombardment. Jim and his mate, after sampling the contents and pronouncing the same satisfactory, manned the cask and conveyed it to a stump hole, well hidden by lawyer vines, and then returned to the camp and reported finding nothing. Poor Roy thought he must have only tickled the Bunyip's hide and scared it away temporarily, but Jim the cook, afterwards surnamed the Smeller, and his mate, for many months after, indulged in a good stiff nightcap of Bunyip before returning into their bunks. The end. I love that story. That's a classic. That I love how the guy thought it was a Bunyip and it was a cask of rum, but I really like how Jim the cook and his mate, like they've gone and had a look and they've realised it was rum and they've hidden it for themselves, and they've come back to the camp and said, "Yeah, nah, mate, there's nothing to see here, nothing at all." And if you want my advice, stay off drinking the Old Dory's 14010 OP liver burner. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.